Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Rose Quartz, coming at you today with beautiful skies, sitting here drinking just a little bit left of my kombucha. This one's called Love. I've never tried this one before, and yes, I'm obsessed with kombucha. It's so good. Okay, so thank you so much for watching and tuning in to just another day in the life, a day of inspiration, a day of love, a day of connection here in the Rose Quartz tribe. I love these glasses that I'm wearing, by the way. And I'm sitting here with a crystal. I honestly am not sure. One of my friends gave this to me, and I thought it was a smoky quartz, but I don't think it is. I think it's something else. If anyone has an idea, let me know, because it's so beautiful. I love it. She gave it to me wrapped, but I unwrapped it recently, and I love it unwrapped even more so. So yes, just spending some time with this baby today. And it goes in my outfit, so you know. Okay. So I have kind of a story that of course will have some type of inspiration and just all of that good stuff, but I have a story that I want to share that just recently happened to me that really put a lot of things into perspective, not only in life, not only in my life, but just in other people's lives, and just so many things. So I recently had an experience where I was hanging out with some people, and there was someone's energy, their energy was just off. It was just off, and I don't want to say off in a negative tone, but it was just off as far as, for me personally, the type of energy that I like to attract and be around. And I love all people, but there are certain energies that I gravitate towards more and that serve my energy best, and there's some that aren't, and that's with everyone. We all have what we like and what we don't like. That's just natural. And this energy was just so not my vibe. And I continued to make sure I was still being open and just in a place of receiving and being love and being compassionate, because regardless if I don't like someone's vibe or I don't connect with it in a way that I want to, that doesn't mean that I have to not be kind to that person, not be love, and share my best, most authentic self with them. I always want to do that with everyone, of course. But I was continuing to stay open and just be in a place, but I was still just feeling okay, the vibe is just off. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm in a place where I'm interpreting this in the wrong way. And it was okay, I'm not interpreting this in the wrong way. And it was just confirmed to me through various things through the conversation. Okay, I'm no, this vibe is exactly what I think it is. This vibe is just exactly what I think it is. So it's best for me to just even though I'm still there, I want to energetically kind of close myself off to it, to just not absorb it, and just be okay, this is I don't need to pay any attention to this. I can just still be in a good vibe, but I don't need to pay any attention to it. And it just got me thinking to just a few points that I want to make in this video about this experience, because I could have taken that experience as being around someone that I didn't vibe with or connect with as a reason to be upset, as a reason to be in discontentment with the moment, as a reason to shift away from this person and not share good vibes with this person. But instead, I use that as a moment to have more compassion for not only them and for myself. And just be you know what, this person is living in a totally different reality, so I'm going to respect that and just allow them to be on their own journey and in their own path, and just appreciate them from afar in my own way of doing that. And that also doesn't mean, just because I have compassion for them and I can be open to them still, that doesn't mean that I have to continue to be around them. So I have compassion for myself and what I need and what I want, to just be like, you know what, that's not what I want to be around, so I don't have to be around that. But I can have compassion for you and just be like, that's where you're at, and I totally respect it and I appreciate it, and like, just cheers to you on your journey. So yeah, that was like one thing that I learned from it. And then another thing that I learned from it is just how far I've come in my own personal journey of just evolution and self-awareness, because just the mentality and just the way things were communicated, and just like, just a lot of things, it just made me recognize within myself how much I've evolved and changed. And even sometimes when I second guess myself, or I think I haven't changed, or I think my mentality isn't as wonderful as I believe it to be, I'm reminded in those moments that it is. And it was just so gratifying. And you know, I don't mean to say that also to make it seem like, oh, I'm comparing, or you know, something along those lines. But at the same time, we do learn from other people. We do learn from other people. Like I'm crying right now. Other people are our mirrors, and our greatest teachers is each other. So when you actually like utilize that for your greatest good, you can like make a lot of changes just by having conversations with people, connecting with people, and having experiences and expansive like conversations and connections with other people. You can really grow rapidly. And like seeing how this other just energy was and expressed itself and thought of reality and thought of life was just so like, wow, I've changed so much. And I just was just washed with this huge wave of gratitude for myself, because I'm like, above all else, above changing, above, you know, growing, evolution, I was just grateful that I get to live the way that I do, that I get to have the mentality that I do. And that has nothing to do with that other person. That has everything to do with me. It was just like this contrasting moment is showing me how grateful I am that I get to live in the life experience that I do, that I get to know the things that I do, experience life the way that I do. I get to manifest whatever I want, whatever I can manifest anything. And just believing that and embodying that and living a life that like is just so amazing. And I just seen a bunch of birds when I looked up. Confirmation. But yeah, and that was just another thing that I learned from it, is just, yeah. And then one more thing that I learned from it was just like, we just also, as always, just to continue to share love, because part of why sometimes people are feeling negative or in a negative way is because they haven't received the love and nurturing and the support and the just things along those lines in their life experience. So that has conditioned them to believe a certain way, to have certain habits, certain habitual thoughts, make certain actions based on their beliefs that have been created from like childhood woundings or just life experiences. But how we can like alchemize that and grow from that is just sharing love, you know. It really makes a big difference to share love with another person, to share an authentic connection, a real conversation that someone may not have had otherwise, because that's not the reality that they're living in. Like, it means a lot when someone brings their authentic, high vibe. I'm kind of also talking about myself, but this is like so many of us, you know, that are bringing that high vibe, genuine, authentic, like warm, loving energy. It means a lot to bring that to the table all the time, because that's really changing the world and bringing so much warmth in life and light and compassion to just everything of existence, because everything that is in existence is a reflection of that love that we're already, you know, embodying. But still, to bring it even more so is a beautiful thing that can really change the world. So yes, those are all the things I learned from that experience, and I really just wanted to share that in a different kind of format of video, because it's really by experience that we learn from things, and that experience could have been interpreted